You know how we always like to, geek out about space?
Yeah.
Well, get ready for this deep dive to send us straight to the ringed wonder,
Oh, yeah?
Saturn, where things have gotten a lot more crowded recently.
Saturn is now a very busy place thanks to astronomers
Yeah.
who just uncovered a huge 128 new moons.
128.
128 new moons.
Wow, that's amazing. I mean, Saturn already had like a bunch of moons.
It did have a lot of moons,
Right.
but with this new discovery, it brings the total to a mind-blowing 274 confirmed moons.
Wow.
Yeah, so that officially makes Saturn the moon king
Okay.
of our solar system, kicking Jupiter off of its throne.
Oh, poor Jupiter. It only has like 95.
Yeah, just a measly 95
Oh,
in comparison.
274 moons. That's wild. So how did they even find all these hidden moons?
Well, it's all thanks to some seriously cool tech.
Okay.
It's called the shift and stack method.
Shift and stack.
Yeah.
Okay.
So imagine you're taking a bunch of pictures of the night sky,
Okay.
all focused on the same area around Saturn. And then you use software to align those images perfectly
Okay.
and stack them on top of each other.
So like a cosmic Photoshop situation.
Exactly, like a cosmic photo editor.
Okay. But I still don't get it. How does that help find tiny moons?
Well, each individual picture might only capture a faint, like blurry hint of a moon.
Okay.
But when you stack them all together, those faint signals, they combine,
Mm-hmm.
and then boom, the moon just pops out, clear as day.
Oh, I see. So it's like enhancing the image.
Yeah, exactly. You
Okay.
enhance the image to reveal
Right.
those hidden objects.
Oh, that's really clever. So what are these new moons like? Are they like mini Earths or more like, space potatoes?
Definitely more on the space potato side.
Okay.
They're small, just a few kilometers wide,
Okay.
and kind of lumpy, and irregularly shaped.
Space potatoes. I love
Yeah.
it. I am picturing them now. But why are they shaped like that?
Well, the irregular shapes tell us a story
Oh,
about Saturn's past.
okay.
They suggest that these moons are fragments of larger bodies
Uh-huh.
that were shattered by ancient cosmic collisions.
So it's like a cosmic demolition derby out there.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Wow.
This discovery paints a picture of Saturn's history as much more dynamic and violent than we initially thought.
Okay. So we've got all these space potatoes formed from ancient collisions. Is there anything else that makes these new moons special?
Well, one interesting thing is that many of them cluster near a specific group of moons called the Mundilfari subgroup.
Mundilfari subgroup. That sounds so cool.
Yeah, it does. It sounds like it's straight out of Norse mythology.
Right.
And you're right.
Okay.
Many of Saturn's moons are named after figures from different mythologies,
Oh, okay.
like Greek titans or Inuit deities.
Okay.
So this clustering of new moons near Mundilfari suggests
Uh-huh.
that a massive collision might have happened there
Oh, wow.
relatively recently.
Recently in cosmic terms, I'm guessing.
Exactly. We're talking within the last 100 million years,
Oh, okay.
which might seem like forever to us,
Yeah.
but in the grand scheme of the solar system, which is about 4.6 billion years old.
Right. That's like yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
So imagine this colossal crash that shattered a larger moon into all these smaller fragments.
It must have been an incredible sight,
Yeah.
releasing unimaginable amounts of energy.
So we've got shattered moons, cosmic collisions, an ever-evolving Saturnian system. This is already more exciting than any sci-fi movie I've ever seen.
And there's one tiny problem.
Oh, no. What's that?
We have 128 new moons,
Uh-huh.
which means we need 128 new names.
Oh, right. Well, that does sound like a challenge.
Yeah.
I mean, Saturn's moons have traditionally been named after figures from Greek, Gallic Norse, and Inuit mythology. But with this sudden influx of new discoveries, we're going to run out of names pretty quickly.
Yeah, I wonder if the IAU,
Right, the International Astronomical Union?
yes, the folks in charge of naming celestial objects,
Right.
will have to invent a whole new system.
Like Saturn's moon A, Saturn's moon B. Oh, man. This is wild. Okay, so we've got space potatoes, ancient collisions, a potential naming crisis. What does all of this tell us about Saturn itself?
Well, that's where things get even more interesting.
Okay.
These new moons, especially their unusual orbits,
Yeah.
some going in the opposite direction of Saturn's spin.
Right, opposite direction.
Yeah.
Like swimming upstream against Saturn's gravitational current.
Exactly. These
Yeah.
retrograde orbits
Right.
suggest that these moons didn't form alongside Saturn.
Mm.
Instead, they were likely captured by its powerful gravity. at some point in the past.
So Saturn is like a cosmic collector, just going around snatching up space rocks and turning them into moons.
Pretty much.
Wow.
And the fact that so many of these captured moons have these irregular, chaotic orbits.
Yeah.
It's like looking back in time at billions of years of Saturn's gravitational encounters.
Wow.
You could almost piece together a history of what flew by, got snagged, and became part of the Saturnian family.
That's incredible. Okay, mind officially blown. We've uncovered so much about these new moons, their crazy origins, the naming dilemma, the clues they hold about Saturn's past.
Yeah.
But there's still so much more to explore.
Absolutely. In the next part of our deep dive, we'll delve even deeper into the mysteries of Saturn's moon bonanza.
Oh, can't wait.
We'll look at what these discoveries could mean for our understanding of the solar system's formation and evolution, and maybe even speculate about the potential for life on these strange new worlds.
I can't wait. Stay tuned, folks, because this cosmic adventure is just getting started. So we've talked about how Saturn is like this ultimate moon collector.
Right.
With like 274 moons and possibly even more.
Yeah.
But it's not just about like the quantity,
No.
right? It's like these moons are like little storybooks, each one holding secrets about the solar system's past.
Absolutely.
So like what can we learn from their crazy orbits?
Well, one of the most intriguing things that we can learn from those irregular and highly elliptical orbits is about the power and reach of Saturn's gravity.
Right.
It's like a giant cosmic net constantly pulling in objects that wander too close.
So like even after those moons are captured, they're still being tugged and shaped by Saturn's gravity.
Exactly. And not just Saturn's gravity, but also the other moons in the system exert their own gravitational influence, leading to those complex and often chaotic orbits.
It's like a giant cosmic dance party where the steps are constantly changing and new dancers are joining all the time.
I like that. That's a great way to put it.
It makes me wonder, like, where do these captured objects come from? Are they just like random space debris? Or could they have originated in completely different parts of the solar system?
Well, that's one of those exciting questions raised by this discovery.
Okay.
It's entirely possible that some of these moons are interstellar immigrants.
Interstellar immigrants?
Yeah.
Like from other star systems?
Hailing from regions far beyond Saturn's influence.
Whoa. Okay, that's wild. So they were just like cruising through the galaxy and got snagged by Saturn's gravity.
Imagine a comet formed in the frigid outer reaches of the solar system.
Okay.
Billions of years ago. It travels for eons.
Wow.
Crossing vast interstellar distances.
Okay.
And then, by chance, encounters Saturn.
And bam, Saturn's gravity just pulls it in.
Exactly.
And it becomes part of the Saturnian system.
Suddenly, this ancient traveler becomes a permanent resident of the Saturnian system.
So each captured object brings with it like a unique history, a record of its journey through the cosmos.
Like Saturn is collecting these tiny time capsules.
Right.
Each one offering a glimpse into the solar system's distant past.
So we could like unlock secrets about conditions in other parts of the solar system or even beyond.
Oh, exactly.
Just by studying these captured moons.
It highlights the importance of not just discovering these objects,
right,
but also developing the tools and techniques to analyze and interpret the data they hold.
It's like having a cosmic library right at our doorstep.
Yeah, it's an incredible opportunity.
Yeah. So we've got all these moons orbiting Saturn.
Right.
And it's hard not to wonder, like, what's going on beneath their surfaces.
Absolutely. It fuels a lot of scientific curiosity.
Okay.
Are they barren and cratered?
Yeah.
Or could there be hidden surprises?
Ooh, what kind of surprises?
Perhaps traces of life.
Whoa, okay. I mean, we know that some of Saturn's larger moons, like Enceladus and Titan, have conditions that could potentially support life. Could these smaller moons hold similar secrets?
It's a long shot.
Yeah.
But it's a possibility worth considering.
Okay.
Even if these newly discovered moons are too small to harbor complex life forms, they might still provide clues about the building blocks of life elsewhere in the solar system.
So we're not just talking about, like, finding little green men on these moons.
Right.
We're trying to understand, like, the conditions that make life possible.
Right.
Even in, like, the most unexpected places.
Pushing the boundaries of our understanding and exploring the full spectrum of possibilities that exist in our universe.
And maybe one day we'll find that life in some form is more common than we ever imagined.
That would be an incredible discovery.
Yeah, it would change everything.
It would.
It'd be like finding 128 new moons around Saturn.
It would be.
It would be groundbreaking.
And speaking of those moons,
yeah,
one thing that strikes me is the sheer diversity of their orbits
okay.
and potential histories.
Hmm.
Some might be fragments of ancient collisions. Others might be captured wanderers from distant regions.
Right.
It's like each one tells a different story
Yeah.
about how Saturn's system came to be.
So it's not just about adding 128 new names to a list.
Yeah.
It's like realizing that Saturn's system is a tapestry
Yes.
woven from countless threads, each representing a unique journey through time and space.
It's a beautiful way to think about it.
As we continue to explore and study these moons, we're essentially like unraveling that tapestry.
Yeah.
Thread by thread.
Thread by thread.
Revealing the intricate history of one of the most fascinating planetary systems in our solar system.
Exactly.
This is amazing. And I have to ask, what kind of tools are we using to study these moons?
Right.
Are there any new technologies on the horizon that could help us unlock even more secrets?
Right. The more we learn, the more complex and fascinating Saturn's system becomes.
Yeah, it really is.
So what are we using to study these moons? Like, do we just point a telescope at them and hope for the best?
Well, it's a little more sophisticated than that.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have incredible tools like the Hubble Space Telescope, which has already given us stunning images of Saturn and its moons.
Yeah, those pictures are incredible.
Yeah, but there's a new kid on the block that has astronomers like really excited.
You're talking about the James Webb Space Telescope.
Yes, the James Webb. That thing is like the ultimate space explorer.
It's a game changer.
Yeah.
And those first pictures it sent back were just
jaw-dropping.
Absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
So the James Webb sees in infrared light, which allows it to kind of peer through those hazy atmospheres of some of Saturn's larger moons.
So we could get like a glimpse beneath the clouds of Titan?
Yeah, potentially.
What would we expect to find there? Like methane lakes, alien skyscrapers?
Well, probably not skyscrapers.
Okay.
But methane lakes are definitely a possibility.
Okay.
Titan is one of the most intriguing places in our solar system.
Okay.
It has a dense atmosphere.
Okay.
Rivers and lakes of liquid methane.
Wow.
And maybe even cryovolcanoes.
Cryovolcanoes? What are those?
They're like volcanoes.
Okay.
But instead of erupting with lava, they erupt with icy slush.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to the James Webb Telescope.
Yeah.
How will it help us understand these newly discovered moons?
It's all about the data. The James Webb can gather information about the composition of these moons, their temperatures, and even look for signs of geological activity.
So we could like find evidence of active geysers on one of these smaller moons?
It's possible.
Like a mini Enceladus?
It's not out of the question.
Okay, cool. And even if we don't find anything like super dramatic, every piece of data helps us build a more complete picture of how these moons formed and evolved.
It's like each moon is a piece of a giant puzzle.
Right.
And the James Webb is helping us find those missing pieces and put it all together.
And the more pieces we find, the clearer the picture becomes.
Exactly. Yeah. Not just of Saturn and its moons, but of the solar system as a whole.
You know, this deep dive has been amazing.
It has.
Talking about all these new moons.
Yeah.
Advanced telescopes, a possibility of finding life beyond Earth.
Yeah.
It's honestly pretty humbling.
It is. It makes you realize that we're part of something so much bigger than ourselves.
Yeah, it kind of makes you feel small.
But in a good way.
Right.
It's inspiring.
Yeah.
It makes you want to keep exploring, keep learning.
Yeah, and it reminds us that we're capable of like looking up at the night sky and comprehending the vastness of the universe.
Exactly. And who knows what future discoveries await us.
Right. The possibilities are endless.
Maybe we'll find evidence of ancient oceans on a distant moon.
Oh, yeah.
Or discover a new type of celestial object we never even imagined.
Right. This deep dive has been a wild ride.
It has.
You know, space potatoes.
Yeah.
Cosmic collisions. Mind-boggling discoveries.
It's been a journey.
But I think the biggest takeaway for me is like the power of human curiosity and our drive to explore the unknown.
Absolutely. That's the beauty of science.
Yeah.
It's a never-ending journey of discovery.
I love that. And as we continue to develop new technologies and expand our understanding of the universe, who knows what we'll find next?
It's exciting to think about.
So to everyone listening, the next time you look up at the night sky, remember that there's a whole universe out there filled with mysteries and wonders waiting to be explored.
Absolutely.
So keep looking up, keep asking questions, and never stop exploring.